you that have moved through some of your pain and trauma of the election, now it's time to take action. And what that action looks like is building wealth.
Oh, we're gonna build wealth. Can we build wealth with 45? How did you do it under his 40?
No, we're not talking about building. No.
Oh, listen.
No, don't get confused by what I'm saying. Using the collective masses of the energy that we all have built during the momentum, the 92%, using that and leveraging that as a tool to rebuild and reestablish community.
Say that again.
Rebuild and reestablish community by leveraging this moment. Okay. Because whatever the case may be, the world, the country feels that this person is a good person for the economy. And if you notice, the stock market has increased. So if you have your money in places, maybe you need to be leveraging that with your money. And that's what I'm talking about, rebuilding community and taking this moment and leveraging the momentum.
I like it. Speaking of leveraging momentum, for those of us who need Medicare and Medicaid, you just have to slide easily into that. Because that is leveraging.
Absolutely.
And so my health is a necessity. And I need to be in a position that I can leave something and not catch the escalator to eternity. Lady Shante, that's the new way of saying it. Either we graduate to glory, or we catch the escalator to eternity.
Escalator. I like escalators to eternity.
And you know, they go up or down.
Yeah.
She's like, touche. So now that you have spoken somewhat on that issue, help me with my Medicaid, my Medicare, my sign-ups, what is going on?
Okay, so if there's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
So I don't work with Medicaid, so I can't tell you. That's a government issue product and service. So you can go to your government agency to sign up for Medicaid. I am a insurance agent. And so I also work with Medicare, life insurance rollovers, IULs, and all of those good things.
IULs.
Index Universal Life Insurance Policies. But it is open enrollment for Medicare, the seniors in your life. 60, if you're turning 65, if you've turned 65, this is your very first year of enrolling in Medicare. Open enrollment across the country is October 15th through December 7th.
So it has begun.
It has.
We're at the end of it.
Was yet just about at the end of it. What has also started was, I won't say Obamacare, but Affordable Care Act enrollment at the market are the same thing.
What's the same thing?
Obamacare and Affordable Care Act. They're the same thing.
Literally?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Yeah, they are the same thing. And so that being said, that open enrollment started on November 1st, and that's for people under 65, and that ends January 15th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. January 15th.
January 15th.
Which is a very important day in American history.
It is. Why so?
Because that's when the AKAs was established.
Oh, okay. Very interesting.
And
is there anything else?
And my birthday.
Oh, that's really what you wanted to say.
I was going to get to that.
Okay.
The ladder for the better. Amen.
The ladder for the better.
For the better.
Okay, I hear you.
Okay. You made mention of something earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not saying that was today. I saw it today on your social media handle.
Mm-hmm. What'd you hear? Because I
emotional whiplash.
Yeah.
So talk to me about emotional whiplash. And you need to pull some things up.
Yeah, I'm pulling up some notes because I was thinking that we would have this conversation today.
You were?
Yeah. Especially since I posted it yesterday and you talked about it today.
Well, I had to. Like, I couldn't allow that to not be spoken about. For sure. Because Caprica Airs, which is transitioning to Conversation with Cornelius, is about mental wellness, mental wholeness.
For sure.
And you talked about emotional whiplash, so I just want to know what that's all about.
Yeah, so emotional whiplash is have you ever experienced how your feelings might be on a roller coaster, up and down, up
Put it
and
over
down?
there. Oh, gets the air conditioner. See what is that? But we good.
Okay.
Up and down, up and down.
Up and down. So roller coaster.
I understand roller coasters.
Okay.
I love roller coasters.
Great. There we go.
Yeah,
Is that
roller
right?
coasters are good. Yeah, it needs to be on you. Roller coasters are great.
Okay.
I love roller coasters.
Your emotions.
I used to love roller coasters.
Okay.
I will not. That's gonna be the thing. That's gonna be the deal breaker with Papa and grandson. When we go to the theme park,
Okay.
son, do whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But this up and down, as my grandmama would say, back us and forth. No, ma'am, sir.
Okay.
Am I ready to do that?
So you are not going to get even on the small roller coaster, the baby roller coaster.
I get on the baby.
You can get on the baby roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that emotional whiplash, when you've experienced some type of trauma, and we all have it any given point in our lives. As children, as adults, we've all experienced it. But a trigger would be, hey, that scent, the smell, you might smell of a perfume or a song or the taste of a food. That triggers you something.
That triggers the mood.
That triggers the mood.
Or the feeling or the emotion.
Exactly.
Because you gave me all three of them in that thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, how do I even work through this? And now working through this, I can distinguish the three. It took me up until now, at the tender age of a couple of nickels and dimes. That's all I'm going to say. Can I say it that way? They had a couple of nickels and dimes that I was just making it all encompassing of one thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
My feeling, my mood, my emotion. Yeah. And they are not the same.
Yeah.
There are some similarities.
Very true.
But they are not the same. So I'm forgiving me for manipulating me because I get caught up in a feeling that's set off by an emotion, and those elongated periods of emotions become now moods. So now I'm in a mood that's in my present that was triggered by an event in my past, which doesn't exist anymore. So I'm bringing something that doesn't exist into existence. So now I am really all over the place. And all of this that you talked about in the whiplash, the jolt, the jarring, the sudden stop, the whiplash, it can take a toll on somebody. So help navigate us through exactly what you are saying or sharing with emotional whiplash.
I think we should almost just pause there because we're going to pause there with the feelings, emotions, and the mood. The reason why we're going to pause there because I think it is very important as people are navigating their own personal healing journey and their own personal emotional intelligence of themselves. Oftentimes we talk about this as an external thing, but that needs to be reversed back onto ourselves. So I'm glad to hear that you're giving yourself grace as you navigate this healing process of learning and understanding yourself as it relates to moods, feelings, and emotions. And everyone should give themselves some grace, especially when they're going through healing, because it's things that we weren't taught as children.
What were we taught as children?
Nothing. And we were taught, you better stop crying.
Right.
Dry those tears up.
Right. Which created a whole different emotion.
So, crying is weak.
Right.
Vulnerable. They don't know. We didn't talk about those things.
So let me just slide this sermonic nugget in for me, if not for you. There's victory in being vulnerable. But I was never brought to that understanding or that level of understanding where I could receive and walk in a revelation of being victorious in my vulnerability. So there's a whiplash now.
And you're learning that. We are learning that. And I
Learning
think
what exactly?
learning how to be vulnerable. That being vulnerable is not a sign of weakness. It's actually a sign of strength. You also have to be, cautious as well, because people can take advantage of that and manipulate that, especially if you don't have a clear cut understanding of where you are personally. You have to be grounded in you and where you are in your own personal healing process, and that's where you meet people right where they are.
Grounded in you.
Grounded in you.
So unpack that. When do we become? What are the markers? What am I looking for to be grounded in me? There's a great possibility that I've never really been grounded in it because I've lived toward, to, and for the expectations of others. Like you get those expectations get placed on you early in life.
Very true.
So let's be a little bit more autobiographical and even more transparent. Growing up the oldest sibling.
Oh, this is about me.
I'm just saying.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, I thought you were being transparent, about being an only child.
Yeah. Okay, but growing up the eldest.
I'm the eldest, yeah.
There was a moment in time when you realized, who am I? What am I? Other than sister, sibling, surrogate. And you had to find that grounding, like you had to get grounded in you. So just throwing that out there. We don't have to share now, we have to share later, especially on the bounce back. So y'all got to tune in. How about that? To set you up. Now, do you want me to stop or you want to talk?
No, we can address it a little bit.
Just a little bit. I don't
have to go into deep.
Just a little bit.
Understanding that healing, grounding, and understanding yourself is a daily process. When you are saying that you are you're an adult, right? And there are things that we have to understand and learn and unlearn that we learned as children. Learning to be vulnerable, learning that expressing our emotions within a partnership is healthy, right, for both sides. That
Bud could never express his emotions with Rudy.
Oh my goodness!
I just had to throw that out there.
Bud
beat you up.
Bud.
But you know what? Yeah. Even in the fictitious truth of that, just that moment, and that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was good though.
Right. Even Shantae looked over there like, you crazy. But you just said something that's vital. I've never had the capabilities of expressing emotions comfortably in relationship as male. Shut up. Stop crying. Dry your tears. That's weak. And I can't say the other expletives because it's restricted.
Right. Yeah.
So now I have internalized something that's literally detrimental to my own personal growth and self-awareness.
Yes.
So now I'm like, boo, I'm just going to shut up.
Nope.
And then Rudy run the show.
No, the first step is your personal acknowledgement of that, hey, I haven't had that opportunity to express myself in this way. Now I'm aware. Once you become aware that that is something that is missing, now you take steps to put yourself in an environment that encourages healthy emotional conversation, relationship, where there is a safe space.
Say that again, the best way you can.
You put yourself in environments where it's safe for you to be able to communicate openly and show those levels of vulnerability to whomever, your partner. And when it starts not to feel safe, that's when you know how to set up boundaries.
When it doesn't feel safe?
Yes.
When does it feel safe?
You'll know when it feels safe, when you feel that you can openly express yourself as your truest and rawest self.
The truest?
The truest.
And rawest.
Yes.
Self.
Yes. So
Like Adam, naked but not ashamed.
Naked but not ashamed.
Okay.
So it's okay for you to be vulnerable and express your emotions and cry and all of those things.
Y'all hearing this? It's okay. Are y'all hearing this? Are y'all hearing this? Are y'all hearing this? Are y'all hearing this? Yeah. To the Bigo family. Okay. So I am learning. You're bringing me into this new space of self-awareness.
Yeah.
Where I'm still learning who I am.
Yeah. And it's okay.
Is it?
It's okay. Because
it's not safe. It feels good right now.
It doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good.
Yeah, because you're learning some stuff.
Mm-hmm. And you asking me to unpack the baggage that and it belongs to me.
It's yours, honey.
Yeah, don't ask me to unpack this.
Don't unpack it. I don't really want you to unpack it.
What you want me to do?
I want you to acknowledge where you are right now. I want you to acknowledge where you are right now at this present moment. Where are you emotionally? And can you share with me in the truest form how you are feeling at this moment?
Better. Just better.
And that is okay.
Just better.
That's good.
Better.
Good. And tomorrow it will be even better.
And every day with Jesus is sweeter than the day before. Now it's your granny talking. Huh?
She is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Growing up only child, my inclusive practices are not exemplary.
Mm.
Can I say it that way?
Yes, explain it.
I just like that.
You like the way it sounded?
I didn't have siblings to share the responsibilities of those things with.
Yeah.
So I don't have to be inclusive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to wait on R or I or F, your siblings' names.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember that.
Yeah. I don't have to figure out what letters are hanging out.
R,
okay.
I, and F, right?
Yeah, good, yeah.
On that side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's R, A, and F.
Oh, wow. It's A.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an A.
Okay.
And it's interesting because I have an only child.
You do, and
Yeah, that's another conversation. I have an only child, and my dad's an only child, and you guys don't have to be inclusive. Your bubble of emotions are in this bubble of emotions. So it's a bubble you did not have to share. You didn't have to do all of these things. So it's looking on the outside, looking in, can be a challenge for you guys to adapt to people that have had siblings, because that's all we do is give.
Eat off each other's plate.
No.
You know, but I know people.
Yeah, they do. Like, that's mine.
Yeah, it's like
it's almost. Remember me saying I write my name on stuff?
Right, when you went to school.
Oh, yes, because them siblings will take those things. Only children don't have that problem, because that's y'all stuff.
Yeah. It's our stuff.
That's y'all stuff.
The transformation comes in that self-awareness piece.
Yes.
And that self-awareness piece is so big. And now I'm actually reading the Bible probably for the first time through the lens of just self-awareness.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was reading for other reasons and purposes which were healthy, but I wasn't self-awareness. And now my affirmations are from a place of a new, profound sense of self-awareness.
I love that.
So now it's transformational rather than change. And this is what God allowed me to experience about the difference between transformation and change.
Okay.
He tells me to go to the gas station and pay for my gas with actual money.
Okay.
So I could feel a transactional change.
Okay.
Specifically, I need you to get 20 extra. Take out your 20, go in, tell me you need $10 in gas when I could have gotten the whole 20.
Yeah.
But the lesson was you need to see a transactional change as opposed to a transformational change.
Yes.
So what I gave them and what I was given was a different value.
Yes.
So you like all over there right now.
That is so, it's so, you know what I'm saying?
Juicy.
It's so juicy.
You all over there.
Yes, I am. Because you talked about transactional and transformational. Ooh. That we need to drop into that. We can't drop into that today. But I know.
4 minutes.
Man, that was powerful.
What?
Transactional versus transformational change. I love it.
And remember, I did get what I asked for, but what I received was not what I gave.
Yes.
what I received was not what I gave.
Yeah. Yeah.
So God says, that's what a lot of times we look to do. We look for change, not transformation. And a lot of times in change, you don't ever really receive what you originally gave. I was like, oh God.
That's a message.
Well, whole.
Type it out.
Whole message.
That's a whole message.
A whole message.
Yeah. Did you do a Capri Care?
I need to unpack that a little bit more because that is part of the trigger trauma, the whiplash.
Yeah.
That I did receive my change.
Yeah.
But it wasn't what I gave.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what I paid for and purchased because of the change was going to take what I got.
Yeah.
Or what I received. Because I was going to have to fill back up again.
Yeah.
So now I have not really experienced transformation because all I did was get back some change.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, God, you smart. You're smarter than me.
A little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. And like you said, that was real.
Yeah.
So the whiplash behind, I need my friends, I need people to change. Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Because you might not get back what you bestowed upon in that transactional relational component. So we're landing our plane.
Yeah.
How can they find you? Where can they find you?
Oh, let's see. You can find me on TikTok at the Money Maven CEO.
That's the new one.
That's the new one.
Okay. Money Maven.
Money, I'm talking about strictly money, insurance, life changing. I do have a little bit of personal development, but it's about shifting mindset around scarcity. Scarcity, yeah. You can find me on Instagram at the Operations Architect and Threads.
Why don't you change it to Money Maven?
That might be coming soon. It'll change. It'll change. Yeah, it'll change. And then I'm dropping the phone number today because I need to get the other number fixed.
615.
I need to port it out.
809.
Yeah.
1615 is not anymore.
No, that I'm not saying that. I need to port it out to its own independent space. It's tied up right now. So I'm gonna give a new number, and you're not ready.
Okay.
And don't y'all get scared. It's 347. 746-5794.
347.
746-5794.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We got it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, folks, our time is totally up, but we are ready to dive deeper into this content about emotional triggers, self-awareness, and change, and how our lives are significantly impacted by our traumas, our life experiences. We'll see y'all. Probably upload this Friday. Yeah, I'll upload this Friday. Well, thank you for tuning in to guess what? The Bounce Back with Lady Stacey and Pastor Cornelius. Until next week, 347
746
746
5794.
All right, y'all. Peace and blessings.
All day, every day, in your car or at home, just say.
That was good. All right.
The gospel.
Welcome to Christian Business Connection, where the mission is to create your
I'm ready.
success through this word. Your host, Robert Jackson, Christian Business Connection is sponsored by Metropolitan Services Website Design, helping small to medium-sized businesses, churches, and
How are you?
organizations go to the next level by providing custom website design
You'll bring that on up.
Okay. Is that one on right there too? It's on mine.
Stacey.
Or online at www.metropolitanservices.is. Here's your host, Ron Jasmine.
Heavenly Father, we are grateful for this opportunity to understand that eye have not seen, ear have not heard, and heart have not felt the things that you prepared for